Well, I suppose it's time for us to once again repeat the cycle and go into the bad place. Full of... It's getting very large. May as well forget about getting water out of here. Yeah. The hole's getting very large. Blood. It's stained with blood. It smells horrible. Just like that water-filled room under this cylindrical prison. Are all these locations kind of infecting my world? There's something inside the toilet. Should I grab it? Yes? I'm not brave enough to do it. Okay. Well, toilets are scary. I gotcha. This hole, it doesn't look like a human made it. This is my hole. It's made for me. It's getting bigger and rounder. I think I've seen this pattern before. This is my hole. It's made for me.
Looks like my apartment. But what the hell is this?
Well, this feels strangely final, doesn't it? We reached the part where we're dealing with the area right around where we actually live. Oh. They're talking like they're gonna target my neighbor, and now it seems like they're genuinely doing it. They came all the way to her door. Oh, there's a save point. It's a red piece of paper with nothing written on it. And now it's mine. I'll stick it into room 302's door. Why? There's a diary here. The last few months, Joseph, the guy next door to me who gave me that rare porn magazine, looks like he's been working super hard. He said if he found another rare one, he'd give it to me, but he hasn't shown his face around much lately. I mean, they're called rare for a reason. He said he was a journalist, and he's always investigating stuff. I think something strange is going on with him. He's been shut up in his apartment. I can hear all these weird noises coming from under there. Mike. Oh, my beautiful Rachel. What's with the note on the red paper? I thought you'd written a note back to me, but I guess maybe it was somewhere else. He took it along with my clothes. Those were my best clothes. My god, his clothes stolen. Wow, look at all these porno magazines. It's just stacked. There's just some nonsense going on here, right? Like some of these, like the porno magazines seem to be like his real room, but some of these other details feel like they can't be, right? An office desk chair rolled up to a gurney, and that's his furniture? Then obviously this nonsense is over here. This guy. Is it the super? He was much younger in this picture. There's a key taped to the back of it. "105. It's a photo of a nurse. It says, "I love you" on it. There's a key taped to the back of it. Really? Dude. Rapid fire item finding. There's a porno magazine scattered all over the floor. There's a magazine lying open. Teaching Despair. Wish House. Wish House is an orphanage on the outskirts of Silent Hill. But behind its false image is a place where children are kidnapped and brainwashed. Wish House is managed by the Silent Hill Smile Support Society, a charity organization sometimes called 4S. It's true that 4S is a well-respected charity that takes in poor children without homes and raises them with hope. But at its heart, it is a heathen organization that teaches its own warped dogma in lieu of good religious values. Mr. Smith, temp, who lives near Wish House, had this to say. "Sometimes at night I can hear their weird prayers and the sounds of children crying. I went there to complain one time, but they ran me right out. Since then, it hasn't changed a bit." In fact, this reporter was refused admission when he attempted to take photographs in the facility. What exactly do the folks at Wish House have to hide? During my investigations, I was able to discover, however, a suspicious-looking round concrete tower, which appears to be part of their facilities. Unfortunately, no one was willing to tell us what the tower was used for, but it seems unlikely it has anything to do with the business of raising orphans. It may in fact be a prison, or a secret place of worship. The cult religion that operates Wish House is known by the locals simply as the Order. It's a religion that is deeply interwoven with Silent Hill's history, but its worshippers' fervent belief that they are among the elite chosen people has a dark and dangerous side. I intend to continue my investigation of Wish House, and the cult behind it. I've always believed that telling the whole truth and showing the children the true path is our most important duty. Joseph Schreiber. A major investigation. Spoilers, thing tied to Silent Hill is bad. Are these like distressing elevators or something? Or just cages. I've just seen so many elevator cages in games that I'm conditioned at this point to expect that. No! No, ghost bad. Granny, no. Granny, no. You staying put, Granny? It'd be very nice of you to stay put, Granny. The child is still there. Whatever's been going on is closing in on us now. What? It's locked. There's a scrap of red paper stuck under the door. This is the same way they show up under my door. Can I take it? You put the red paper in the door crack. It's locked. What was that guy doing here? Could he be the next victim? Or could it be... Oops. Mixing up which buttons to run and so on. Now I'm thinking the next victim is our neighbor. You're in this... You can't be in this room. This is my teleport room. It should be a safe room. It's bad, but in the grand scheme of things, I've actually kind of lost track of which room's my room. But did I just slip a piece of paper under my own door? Am I gathering notes that I can't read until I slip them into my own room? It's not a good sound. What the hell is this? The dryer sprayed blood all over the place. I don't know what you do with that, honestly. Things are not good at the moment. Yeah, there's the notes. So I am 302. I figured out the riddle behind the numbers. 01121 is actually 0121. In other words, 1 out of 21. So Walter was planning on killing 21 people, but he never finished the job. He was convicted for the murders of Billy and Miriam Locane, the 7th and 8th victims. Afterwards, he committed suicide in his jail cell. The grisly mass murder of 10 people shocked the world and came to be known as the Walter Sullivan case. There are two big puzzles here. The first is, what was the motive for the murders? The second is, why did he kill himself before completing his task? Was he simply insane? May 2nd. Did he become one of his targets? Is Walter Sullivan one of the 21? Is he now he's like back to kill more people from beyond the grave to finish his goal? It was 4 years ago that they discovered the body with 1221 carved into it. Right away, I had this terrible feeling and couldn't stop shaking. The victim had been murdered 6 months earlier, but Walter had been dead for 7 years, having committed suicide 3 years before the murder. The police think it's a copycat crime, and are calling it the Sullivan case round 2. But something about it bothered me. But I will not write that here, apparently. Why is it then there? What's up, buddy? There's only 2 to go. So if he's after Eileen, that they're running out of people to be after. Am I number 21 if she's number 20? I can't see her. I wonder if something happened to Eileen. I mean, she looked like she was getting dressed for a party, right? So you wouldn't be able to see her regardless of whether something happened to her right now. But also, yes, maybe something happened to her. This inventory is getting a little full. Yeah. Leave me alone, this is where I warp in. It might be dumb, but I'm tempted to hold on to the swords because what if I would like have a situation where I really feel like I need them? But I might just continue to not use them all game. You just disappear every time I walk up to this door. Is this where the hands are supposed to be? Or are there windows on both sides of the people I keep seeing outside, but you just can't see that direction very well. Also, why are the handrail looking, whatever those things are, look so clean? Compared to everything around them. That's kind of weird. It's locked. 105. 106. So I can't open these doors, but the next two I should be able to.
I got this from Miss Galvin. A long, long time ago. She was younger than me back then. She looked so happy, holding her mother's hand. Here. I'll give it to you.
Why? An old doll given by the man sitting on the apartment stairway.
She was so young then. So happy with life. Just holding on to her mother's hand.
She was so alive back then, with like a pulse and stuff.
She was so young then. So happy with life. Just
nope, that one works. Okay. Maybe I want to keep exploring that room first? That one also works. Ah. We have another one of these spots. These are the tenants' lockers. These are numbers 101 to 304. Wasn't one of this locker key? I love you, Rachel. Mike. It's filled with love letters from Mike to Rachel. So that's like the entirety of 106. Because yeah, the other one was a locker key, this one's actually a key to a room, presumably. But that one was just for mail. Dude, there are so many directions I can try around here. Does every door work? Nope. For once, no. Okay, so there's nothing else down here. Just a couple of rooms. I spent one of my keys. That gives us some more space at least. No. 203. Dude, there are some sounds coming from these doors. Is that a second ghost at the end of the hallway? What is that? Oh, it's the old lady again. They're roaming. these bastards get around? Oh right, 105, because we were on the 3rd floor before. So it'll be the 1st floor key. I was too focused on the last digit. Uh-oh. Phew. I don't currently have a ton of reason to think these doors will even open. Dude, they're so selectively aggressive and I don't get it. It's a lot of garbage. I'm always surprised when I get to just walk by them and nothing happens. Is that a door right there? Yes. Ah. Worth a shot, I guess. Is the area so bloody that they don't care about me? 103, that was a weird horror sound. It sounded like an attack, but nothing's really happening. For now, we're just kind of continuing to verify that every door is in fact locked. Sometimes they're just arbitrarily openable. And you kind of poke at the knot until it becomes untangled. In this case, it seems they gave me a 105 key, and that was really just a command. Go to 105. Everything else is locked. With that exception. Well, they haven't attacked me yet, so I don't even have to go back to heal. .105, the superintendent's room. Is the superintendent the next victim, or Eileen, or both? We apparently have an opening for 2 more. What did he say that he has locked up in his room? Something that, I think it was something that was rotting? It was alarming. And he's like, oh, just act like I didn't say that. And it's like, nope, that's not how this works, sir. There are keys for each apartment here. Keys to each apartment in the building. Actually looks like 303 is missing. Every single apartment room except mine? No, except Eileen's. It's a piece of red paper. Another one? A hastily scribbled memo. Found by Nurse Rachel. Return it to room 302, together with the part her boyfriend, Mike, tore off. This is a note to be delivered to my room, but it was taken apart by someone who didn't want all of it to make it to me or something? If anyone's even making choices that specifically. Dude, his kitchen's just locked off. It's a diary. The red box seems even stranger today. It's giving off a terrible smell. It's disgusting, but I just can't throw it away. It must have been around 30 years ago. That young couple was living in the apartment, but one day they just suddenly disappeared. Ran off just like thieves in the night. I don't know why. It must have been money troubles, or maybe they got themselves into some kind of danger. The problem came after that. They left their newborn baby when they took off. I haven't found the umbilical cord. I called the ambulance right away and heard the baby survived, but I don't know what happened to him. Although a few years later I often saw a young kid hanging around the apartment. One day he just stopped coming by. But now that I think of it, I'll bet he was that abandoned baby. It's a horrible story, abandoning a newborn baby. That all happened in room 302. And the umbilical cord I found there, well, I still can't get myself to throw it away. Right, it was the umbilical cord. You had it for so long that the baby fucking aged into a child? You still have their umbilical cord? It's just really weird shit to keep around. The question is it something I need? For some reason. Well, now I can go to all these rooms. They're gonna suddenly be a whole lot more accessible than expected. These take up a slot, though. Ooh. They've got a particular wall decor in here, don't they? Now every location is kind of a variation of where I'm staying. Which is going to make that location creepier. Oh, there's still more space, but that might have been it. It's a nurse's uniform. The name on it says Rachel. It says, "My darling's number." And there are some numbers that look like a phone number. Press the numbers. Ooh. There's a phone ringing somewhere. What, you guys don't have a giant freaking hole in your wall? What a loser. Ah! Where is it? Ow. So violent. Ah! He's back. Oh, he's just gonna follow me now. That's a big speaker. Maybe it's time to fucking throw down, bro. Throw down. God damn it, it's so hard to use these. How do you actually get them off? Dude, he just gets back up again. Everyone I've ever fought just gets back up again. How do you ever use one of these knives? I don't understand. There's a lot of records and music. Lots of records and music magazines on the shelves. How did he reach me? I'm kind of not sure what to do. You just continually hear it in the background, kind of in a direction. Maybe it wasn't nearly as local as I thought it was, though. Might be way further off. Yeah, it's frustrating. You have to beat on a ghost and then they fall over for like just a moment and then they get back up immediately, but in that time you're supposed to somehow open your inventory, scroll over to the sword, switch the sword, then use it? That just seems like a big ask in that time. Right, I haven't actually deposited those yet. We'll have to try again. I need to get out there and loop all the way back around to my door again and make a deposit. We'll try that next time.